Why are more and more people doing it? I don't know if this is statistically true or anything, but I feel like it's the most popular it's ever been. Every party I go to, boom, it's there. The Elfington, the Julius Caesar, they got it all and they're hitting it. And it was like 75% of the people at the party were hitting it. Like, someone please explain the hype. I don't get it. Like, do you really need a boost of the Nicholas Teen to fucking turn up? Like, seriously? Me personally, I don't want that Nicholas Teen going into my system and my lungs just straight up suffocating, because that's basically what happens. I want my lungs to stay nice and healthy and not have a bunch of black spots on them, Johns. Like, if you were ever in a do or die situation and you had to, like, run away, guess what? You are gonna be out of breath. You're gonna be running away. And then 5 seconds later, because bro's over there taking like 50 hits a day, and you're just gonna be winded. So when I was in high school, I did track and field, and there was this one kid who would indulge, we'll say, and bro was already winded after doing a 55-meter sprint. My motherfucker was already gasping for air. It is just not worth like the 2-second dopamine rush you get from the Nicholas Teen. Now, obviously, this device was not popping just in 2023. It was getting cooked up in the 2010s, and I vividly remember the first time hearing about them. I was in the car with my cousin, and she said these were made to help people get off the ciggies, and then they fiend on that instead, so they're not smoking on that pack that much. And I just wondered to myself how that was even gonna work, how that was gonna play out in the future. But somehow, some way, over the years, it got more and more popular. And even so, that to the point where people just see you existing. You're just existing, straight up, and then someone will just offer it to you, thinking like, yeah, he's on my level. He definitely will love ripping the Julius Caesar and we'll bond together. Like, bro, I don't want your Julius, but there are many other people who do. Trust me, there are plenty of desperate people out there who want to hit, and they will just ask about anybody. They will, like, practically do the best networking they've ever done to get a refill. And while everyone in 8th grade was broke, we all couldn't get a job yet, so they're just people doing the most for money. Yo, bro, I got you. 20 bucks right now. If you eat that decrepit ass fry and dip it into milk. And oh, don't worry, he'll do it. Who knows what happened to his stomach, but hey, he got 20 bucks. And he would get his older brother to refill it, or he'd have some sort of plug. Yeah, everyone had a vape plug. I mean, there were people just looking for dough. They were just doing anything for a hustle. And of course, the operation was going smoothly because, well, everyone wanted a piece. Up until Jimothy's mom caught him. Now it's not going so smoothly. Now it's not so smart of him. There's this one kid at my high school. We'll call him Jimothy. Every single day on this dude's story, swipe up for the Nicholas Teen. Swipe up. Yo, I got more Galossapods. Swipe up. I never even looked at his story because it always had something to do with being the plug. And there was this one kid, I don't know if he bought from him or what, but he always had it with him in class. And on this specific day, he sat next to me, and we both sat down. The teacher did the intro and went on about like how some character in some shitty book I don't care about wiped his ass. Just some random shit I could give a rat's ass about. And about 30 minutes into class, this kid got a little bit too comfortable. I saw him like trying to secretively rip the Julius, and it was so obvious. I don't know how the fuck the teacher didn't notice. I guess she was really locked in on this shitty book character lecture. And this kid took about 2 more hits, and then he asked, yo, bro, you want to hit? Fuck no. Dude, we're in the middle of a class. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? How am I gonna take a hit? Come on, what are you, scared? Dude, are you really peer pressuring me to suck on a stick? Pause. Like, I want popcorn lungs, bro. Yeah, that's all you. All right, suit yourself. And then after that little interaction with this kid, he just rips it this one time and just blows it in my face. Like, motherfucker. Like, what the hell are you doing? It smells like dead horse meat, bro. I don't want to smell that. I'd rather smell that dry and shitty school air than a Nicholas Teen device. And he had like the worst possible device you could have. It smelled terrible. I don't know what it was, but it smelled awful. It was definitely cheap as hell. And I guess he held it in a little bit too long, so he started coughing a little bit, and the teacher looked back, like did one of those like quick turnarounds, and he didn't get caught somehow. I guess the teacher was just fucking oblivious. So I guess this kid was trying to get me buzzed, quote unquote, off of like secondhand smoke. Like, bro, I don't know how that's gonna work, but apparently it's just gonna work. I just had to trust. But that was kind of like an oddball type of situation. Like, there was no one that really took a hit in class except for that kid. Most people would fiend in the bathroom and do a little kumbaya circle going back and forth. It was get a nice little 10-minute session going, passing it around. And I would often go to the bathroom bathroom in school because, well, class is boring and I would go on my phone or whatever. And I would just give them the weirdest look and they would look at me like I'm the feds or something. Like, the fuck? Like, I don't know. You normally don't walk into a bathroom and see two people sucking on something. Like, yo, like, I don't know. I don't know what I just walked into. Like, of course, I gotta get the weird look out because now there's like a foggy mist in the bathroom and it smells like shit. So the school bathrooms were already infiltrated even before the GTA 5 heist on the toilet or the soap dispenser. And high school was a time where parents caught their kids hitting the devices and they just gave up. Especially towards the end of high school when people started to become adults. It's been like the 10th time they've been caught. And some people's parents just straight up threw in the towel. They're done. They've just completely given up on trying to get their children to stop. It's just so addicting that they don't. I've heard so many stories of people trying to quit and it's just so difficult because there's just so much dopamine going into your body like every 2 seconds. So they need more and more and they're like craving it after like 2 hours. Like the amount of cravings I've seen people go through is insane. Like I've seen people at college parties literally do anything for a hit. They'll shotgun a beer, maybe they'll give the person $5. Who even knows? They'll get out Venmo and everything too just to do it. Oh, you only have a Venmo account? Oh, sure, I'll make a Venmo just so I can get one hit. And it's not like they're even satisfied with one hit. They'll always try to get a second hit. They'll always come back like 10 minutes later, maybe even like a minute later. And the Elfington, when I was in college, that's what really started to pop off. I don't know when it was released, but I just seen more and more people with it. Maybe it was the shit towards the end of high school, but it just put the Julius Caesar to shame, apparently, because everywhere I go, I see an Elfington. Like, I'm on campus, boom, on the way to class, like 8 in the morning, kids hitting an Elfington on the way. Like, bro, what? And he took like 2 or 3 hits, too. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, motherfucker can't even go the morning without it. Like, I don't want to rely on it. That's the problem. That's why I never want to hit a Julius, because I don't want to get caught in the loop. Because clearly, it's more addictive than a ciggy. If you got everyone and their mom doing it. Like, literally everyone at my college is doing it. And like I said in the intro, every party is just filled. It's like 75% Nicholas Teen in the air, bro. Like, it's just tragic. Like, it just smells like sweaty frat boy and Nicholas Teen, bro. And a little bit of apple juice. Like, you know that smell if you've been to a party. It just smells rancid. But you know what the most sad thing to do at a party is, all right? Even sadder than just ripping it. Using it as Riz. Like, motherfucker, she is not gonna fuck because you give her Nicholas Teen, bro. Hey, girl, you vape? I got some if you want it. No. And yeah, you basically try and give girls the device so he could Riz up. Or at least try to Riz up. Like, bro, they're only gonna like you for your device, bro. Like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, they don't even know who the hell you are, bro. That you haven't even said your goddamn name yet. Motherfucker really wants a crumb of poon that bad to the point where he'll be giving out the device. I don't know. I don't see it working often, but maybe somehow, some way it could. If they're addicted enough, it might work. But it's almost like it's running the world right now. This Elfington, it's just got the world in a chokehold. Well, for the people that do it. And they're just like financially fucking you over. And you gotta keep buying more and more. I don't know how much it costs. Probably like 20 bucks per device. And now it's like 21 plus. So they gotta do like some crazy mental gymnastics just to buy it. And physical gymnastics. Motherfuckers gotta really do the most out here. Like, they gotta have plug number 1 and plug number 50. They gotta have a middleman plug for the main plug. But yeah, they'll basically do anything. Like, motherfuckers are so down bad that they'll even have it at concerts. You're in a sweaty pit full of people, and you're still ripping it. I don't even understand how they're not even out of breath yet, or they just straight up pass out. I don't know, but I guess they're like a fucking superhuman or something. I went to so many concerts this year, and it was everywhere. And of course, it smelled like grass, too. If I went to a concert in like 2015, 2016, it definitely would not smell like that, or it wouldn't smell as bad. It's only getting more and more popular, and it's only grabbing the world more and more by the ass by the day. And I don't even know how this popularity rise will even stop. And I'm not even sure if it'll ever plateau, maybe. And all I gotta say is, don't do drugs, kid. Because everywhere you go, you'll look like you're sucking on a dick. Anyways, I know you enjoyed that video. I know you did. So, click on that playlist right there. You'll be a legend. You'll go down in history. I see you staring at it. Just click